While skulking in my bed, feeling more than one half dead in the deep of REM provided where down comforters resided, rested thoughts of dread I heavily bore. In between the realms where reality underwhelms, I hear a buzzing from the lofty helms scurrying upon the floor. Lights flick into mended beams while the buzzing began to increase, a text it seemed to be for me in such woe, I am sure. Unwarranted and unkindly rest had suddenly found me finally to the rift I drifted blindly, blind to the stains of pain on my plain linen decor. I blankly replied without typing, since surely I'd only be griping, so enraged my sorrow tightens and tightens to my core. Still no sound was heard abound, except more buzzing to be found. A text from no one special, of this I am sure. Fall asleep espy a peep of who I loved before. Tightened my grip onto her ether, realized I could not be here for any longer than a waking roar. The jarring snore turned to grumble. I decided awake was too much trouble as a rumble emanated from a closed dresser drawer. Wide-eyed I'd pounce, blood boiling, building anger by the ounce. Would you cease this confounded sound, lest my sanity restore? I idolize that meek and mild to weak and wise, but on this crescent moon so high I need him skulking sore. Wretch that day once hard did say, as I stuttered out some calming lore. No longer did I ponder in a grief that continued to bother the name familiar somber thoughts of my lover adored. Impossible to be it karma, history, or fate, follow destiny, she did so happily into an early grave. Cross lines and wires hid my desire to believe there was an encore. To sleep, perchance to dream of her, together forevermore. A simple plan to execute, but when said aloud, pride will refute and decide, pomp and circumstance denying myself the gore. Wearily inept I slumped as I crept towards a fatal jump, numb as I breached the border, crossing the window like a door. In one side and out the other, to reunite us with one another. No longer will I slumber to see who I was living for. Bright-eyed I smile, ending my self-imposed exile. She shows me what's worthwhile and what's not anymore. I made the right decision. Of this, I am sure.